I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is getting gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. With all those dreams of all our memories, there's nothing alone and one. And thoughts of you just bring me down inside. I sing it with the green of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. What? Get your hands up! It's more than empty dreams and promises.
Oh, yeah. All right. As Matthew McConaughey would say. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. Like the video and the content. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching the listening room today. My name is Eddie Booz, and I am your host. Today, my guest is a veteran of this beautiful land. He is an awesome barber and one of my good friends. I'd like to welcome to the show, Mr. Dick Lander. How you doing, my brother?
Booze, what's happening, man?
Good to see you. Thanks for coming down today, man.
Thank you for having me.
Made a little drive for me. Appreciate it. Actually, made a drive to cut some hair.
Cut some hair.
Yeah.
Knock out two birds, one stone type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah.
Got to, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how many episodes of the show you've seen or if you've seen any of the show, but
Seen a couple.
what I like to do, what's going down, Ray? Good to see you out there. What I like to do is start the show off like I like to start my day off with a little bit of gratitude. So I like to just think of and acknowledge and talk about just one thing that I'm grateful for. So today, why don't we start off with you? What are you grateful for today?
Same answer. My kids, always. My kids, and just to be here another day. You
Love
know?
that.
As, cliche as that sounds or whatever. But yeah.
Not cliche at all,
Yeah.
brother. Being grateful for your kids. Those are your closest family.
Dudes,
That's your
man.
seed. You know what I'm
My
saying?
dude, yeah. See,
Hell
That's
yeah,
funny.
bro. So you got to be grateful. Gots to be grateful for that, man. That's cool, dude.
And water.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
And water.
There you go. And you're quite the family man.
Thank you.
I know. I mean, I knew your mother. God rest her soul. Beautiful woman. And you had just you have the biggest heart, man. I see you around your
Appreciate
family,
you.
and it's just nothing but love for your brother. For your kids.
Yeah.
For your nephew.
My niece.
Both of them. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. It's just like everybody I've seen you interact with. It's just really, really nice to see. Your demeanor, with your family and see that, because it's not all. That's not like that with everybody. Not everybody has as good a relationship with their family or as much respect, really, for their family as I see that you do. So
I mean,
I can appreciate that in a big way.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're a
Back and
family
forth.
man too, though. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I love my family, and I always kind of have that feel, where I'm always kind of sitting in that vibe where I am very appreciative of my family, and I wasn't always that way when I was younger.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
right.
it was when I was
Right.
in my teens and my early
you almost wanted
20s.
to be like a repellent,
Dude,
but,
it was
you know?
crazy. It wasn't until I was in my late 20s, early 30s that I really started to really appreciate how how important family was to me and how important family is to each other, you know. So I absolutely love that you're grateful for that, man. That's really cool, dude. And that's a good one, you know.
Classic.
Well, today, you know, I'd say I'm grateful for this little girl down here, and please welcome back to the show from season 1, Miss Daisy. All right, so Daisy, I'm so grateful for that little girl. She's like my kid. She's like my daughter. So,
and she has her own camp. So.
She's got her own cam, absolutely. I love that. So, you know, no matter what, I come home, you know, from no matter what I've been doing, no matter what's been going on in life, there's no judgment. There's just love. You know, it's just nothing but, you know, unconditional. You know, so I gotta send my love and you know, all my gratitude out to Miss Daisy today for just being there, you know, for being awesome. So okay, so you guys, I was saying that Dick is a barber, and Dick and I were friends when we were younger, and in our 20s, and running around, you know, like crazy people doing crazy shit.
And long hair.
Yeah, right. And then we didn't talk for a number of years, and then all of a sudden we saw each other at a Memorial Day celebration here in the beautiful city of Lakewood, California, that we both live in, and we ended up getting, you know, hooked up again together. And I went over to his house and we hung out, and I got a haircut, and I remember that day that I got a haircut, it changed some things inside of me, because I had, up until that point, imagine going 38 years of your life and not having a haircut that made you look at yourself in the mirror and say, like, just like, holy fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and that happened. And you know what the crazy thing was, is that, like, I noticed, like, you spent literally 30 minutes combing my hair and trying to find where the natural parts were.
Too, you know,
dude,
you got shit going all over the place.
Dude, it was crazy, bro.
I had to figure you out before I put down metal, you know?
Yeah, so. And then at the end of the day, I looked at it and I was like, this is what my hair should look like.
Cool, man.
This is what I felt, you know? And what it did was it boosted my self-confidence. It was like, a huge thing. And I had a buddy of mine on Monday. His name's Sabukwe Ramsey. High Waves is his stage name. He's a rapper. He's a chef, entrepreneur, but he's also really big into fashion. And I remember right after I got my haircut from you, I went out and I started actually upping my wardrobe. I think I told you about that too. Yep. I bought some nicer clothes. I tried to put a little color pop into my wardrobe,
maybe a new pair of shoes,
dude. You know, a couple, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it just did something to my biochemistry to have something to like look in the mirror, like, and just like feel like, wow, like I feel good about myself. You know what I mean? And what it did was it snowballed. You know, do you find that to be that's got to be a regular thing, being as a professional as you are, getting first timers in, you give them a cut that they're just like, dude, I gotta come back to you. And then the fucking ass dude moved to Hemet, so I fucking got left. You know, now I got fucking. Where am I? I had to do this. I had to do this because this guy moved to Hemet. That's why.
You threw me for a whirl yesterday with that picture. I was like, the fuck just happened, you know? So.
Right, but dude, like, do you see that a lot? Do you see that kind of confidence growth in people when you give that cut?
Like, if I don't know, like personally, like me, if I get a new haircut, like I'll go out and get a Hawaiian shirt, like right after.
Right,
you know what I mean?
there you go.
Like you just feel it, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you start out with one haircut. Next thing you know, the next haircut gets a little tighter than what you originally thought. Mm-hmm. And then it snowballs even with the style. Like even with me, I've had bulk on the sides for like 3 years straight. And then this last cut, I go, I'm taking it a little tighter and just get a little ballsy, you know?
Right.
It's it's the times that we're living in that you tend to get a little stir crazy, I guess. You know,
yeah.
That's where the color comes in, and next thing you know, I got 3 colors of hair in my head. But no, it does. It snowballs. New outfit, new shoes. I mean, even the mani-pedi or something afterwards. You know?
Exactly.
How often do you get to treat yourself? You know?
Exactly. You know, that stir crazy, vibe. That's how I ended up with a mohawk and this.
Yeah.
But as soon as it gets a little longer, you know, I'll make sure to get with you on that. But no, dude. Yeah, you're right. It just having that having that look, just looking in the mirror and having a different perspective of yourself. That's what it does.
Yeah.
Is it gives you a different perspective of yourself. You know,
something other than a hat day, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I've had too many of those lately, dude.
But then, like, you start caring, then your whole line of vision changes. Now you're at the bank, you're looking at the back of this dude's head, and you're like, or you know, like you might notice the guy get lined up like at the, you know, like the local Circle K. You know, you go to get your smokes and gas. The next thing you know, the guy behind the counter is going to line up. Oh, nice lineup. You know, you're
yeah.
like, oh shit, thanks. You know?
I definitely noticed that. I actually started noticing other people's, you know, like tight lineups after I got my haircut. I started noticing, you know, great haircuts on other people. You know, whereas before I know it literally just would go right by.
Yeah.
You know, it's that same thing as like once you start. It's like that same thing as like that they say, like once you start wearing good shoes, you'll always notice people's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's it. I mean,
you know,
sneakerhead, that's like a whole other obsession.
Right, I know.
You know? I mean, like...
You on that one?
Yeah. It's only with Vans, though.
Bro, oh yeah, you're a Vans head. Dog, we got the old marketing director for Vans, he was in marketing director for 20 years. He'll be in here next week, dude.
That's rad.
Yeah, dude, for sure. That's rad. Now, tune into that, dude. Fucking hit him up, ask him some questions, dude.
I just filled up my shoe rack the other day.
He's actually a city council member here in Lakewood, dude.
That's rad.
Yeah, dude, for sure,
cool.
dude. Yeah, man. So that'll be fun, dude. So do you so what's the most so when you're a barber, that means you're in close quarters with people all day. You know, what's the most what do you find that you most commonly talking about during the day?
I think that
shit
falls
you can't
under,
talk about.
I mean, no. I mean, some of it falls under was it doctor-patient privilege or whatever?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
But you'll get it all, man.
That's funny.
You'll get it all from a full detailed itinerary of a vacation to, I mean,
who they're sleeping with, and
indiscrepancies with your marriage or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you get on, and for some reason, you don't even have to put it out there like you're trying to. I mean, you could just be like,
you're just cutting hair, and it just comes out,
and then all of a sudden, it's just like, man, you wouldn't even believe what happened on Tuesday, bro. I'm like, okay, just stop moving your head. You know, I can't hit a moving target. You know, I got a razor.
You're like. You're like, I can imagine how many barbers just feel like they're just aware of like criminal activity. They're like, holy shit!
Talk about ear to the ground.
I need to go. I need to go home and take a shower after today. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You know?
No, for real. Like even and like they're not. No one's quiet about shit in the barbershop. Look, cause there's always noise, and they think the clippers are right here, so all they're hearing is ring, ring, ring. So they're like, man. So anyway,
and everybody hears.
It was like $12 for the nickel bag, and I'm not even like, you know, it's like. It's just ridiculous, but like
comedy.
It's like, you know, when like in the movie you'll see the full elevator, and you'll see like the one person fart like right in the middle of the elevator. Right, yeah. It's like everybody's farting at these chairs. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's shop life. I have a clientele that, you know, treats me well, so I like to treat them well.
Sure.
And more of an investment.
So I'll
take you over 20 minutes or 20 years, not 20 minutes. You know
so you did work in a shop for a while
out in Santa Ana. Yeah.
Okay, and what was that like as opposed to working, you know, in your own little personal space?
That's it.
You like the shop? Or you like the personal
shop's
space?
Cool. Shops are great. Shop's fantastic. But I like being on my time
who doesn't?
When I want.
Who doesn't like being self-employed and not having to punch a clock?
And as long as I keep it at a point of like want to and not have to.
Get to. Love that, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
exactly.
dude.
Yeah.
Let's see
incentive.
Let's see what Daisy thinks about that. That's right, Mike. Daisy does rock. Good to see you, Mom. Ray, Mike, good to see y'all out there today. All right, let me get in here. All right. So so I mean, you have all I'm sure you got all the information coming in your ear. You ever have anybody sit down in your chair and demand silence?
I invite it. You know?
Really?
If you don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to you neither. You know, but it's like, hey, some guys are just there. It's just a transaction. You know,
yeah.
I mean, but you know, for some, that experience of getting a haircut could be, you know, it's like a spa day almost. For, you know what I mean? Like, it's
sure.
You feel better, look better. You know,
of course.
So, yeah, it's just man, you hear the wildest things. I mean,
I bet, dude. I bet.
Tons of Mexico, tons of Vegas, tons of tomfoolery,
Tons of crazy stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Tons of skullduggery.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. That's awesome, dude. So, what's the strangest haircut you've ever given? Have you ever given like just something that has anybody ever walked in and asked you for something that you've been like, I'm sorry, what now, huh?
I mean, I love when kind of. I mean, you got guys that are bringing like, you have people with receding hairlines.
Sure, yeah.
And then,
they're like, I want you to shave the front half of my head.
Imagine me sitting down, and I'm sitting down, and then I go, okay, so I want this, and the barber's not getting it, so I go, oh, you know what, I got a picture. And the picture is Dennis Rodman in 98. There's no way on planet Earth that I will get that result. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's like... you're not gonna. I'm sorry, dude.
Said Dennis Rodman and
yeah, and it's like, no, I'm like a 300-pound white dude with like fucking fine hair. Like, I'm not gonna get that tight rose and put the Bulls logo on it.
It's not happening.
It's not going down that way.
That's hilarious.
But
oh my god,
people,
dude.
Like some people will get lineups, right? But some guys will say, I'm like, you want me to take it back to where it shows you have? They go, yeah, take it all the way back. I'm like,
it's pretty
3
far.
days later, that's all stubble. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like it's almost like I hate doing it, but it's not up to me.
Right.
And
well, they better have a
good
beard
I still, there's never a fully up to you. So.
Right. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So, but dude, like, okay, so barbering is such a traditional trade.
Mm-hmm.
So is there innovation to be had still in the trade? I mean, has it all been done? Has every type of cut been done? Or are you, as a professional barber, or are people or are people out there innovating new styles of haircuts or new ways to cut hair? Really?
Yeah.
So it's not just like okay, we've done it all and we got it all.
You can do cookie cutter. You can do mechanical steps. You can wing it, or you can whatever your style is, right? But there's always like a way and never like the way, right? You know what I mean? Like there's tons of different techniques. Just find where you're comfortable at, but I mean, innovation like the old vacuum haircutting system.
Yeah.
That thing, no, fail. I mean, there's there's fancy blow dryers out now. There's clippers. There's fan favorites. There's overpriced trash. There's
all kinds of different types of innovative resources that you can get your hands on. But do the resources that are coming out, do they play into the new innovative styles of haircutting, or is it just like imagination? I mean, are barbers like, or is it like this? Are we looking at like Fifth Element type haircuts next? You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever? Oh my god! Like I saw this thing on the other day on my feed or whatever. And it was like, the street scene in China is like a catwalk for everybody 24/7 or something, and they're all the A-frame detached this and do the big flock of seagulls bangs, or everything just comes back, man. Everything comes back. Like the comb over thing was out when we were kids. Remember, you had a comb over when you were, like when we were like 9, 10. That was like a Squaresville.
You were a nerd, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and then, but when we were also kids, that middle part mushroom head thing was cool for all the skater kids.
I was just about to say the middle part was in.
Or you grew it out, or
right, exactly.
But I came to Lakewood with a flat top mullet, bro, in '94.
A flat top mullet.
Immediately exiled.
Oh, bro,
I'm talking chip teeth.
You had giant balls,
dude. I'm talking about Billy Ray.
Steel balls. They must have clanked when you walked, bro.
8 inches, bro. 8 inches down the back, and it was gross.
Dog.
I came home. I go, Dad, I want to shave my head. He goes, why? You just got that? I'm like, this ain't like Elsinore. Yeah. Shout out to Lake Elsinore.
Oh my god, dude! One of the barbers that used to be around here, dude. He ended up getting busted for drug dealing, dude. I can't believe it, dude. I went to that guy for years, and I never knew he was a barber, bro.
Fucking strange how that works out, isn't it? He was more based on his retirement plan.
Yeah, there he goes.
Can't say he was living in the now. You know?
Oh my god, dude! Oh fuck, dude!
You'd be surprised what you find behind the beaded curtain, you know?
Yeah, you cut your own hair?
I haven't since I learned what I was doing.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
I used to cut my hair all the time.
So who do you go to?
Bolo out in San Jacinto. He's got my number. Once again, the first time he saw me, he was messing with it. We did it, and then I was like, okay, let's go a little tighter now that I know that he knows, because I got jacked up twice before that.
Oh, really?
Like enough to like have me start that grow out process again. You know what I mean? Like,
I've had that, bro. Hey, you know who will do that to you? Supercuts will do that to you.
And it's like, look, you ever see a freshly mowed lawn at the right angle? You'll see like there's not quite straight lines in it.
All right.
You know, look, shout out to Supercuts and everything, but nah, I won't go there. I'll go to Bolo. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, the second time you cut my hair, which is this time,
looking sharp, dude. Looking sharp.
Appreciate it. You got it done lickety split, and
he already knew.
No muss, no fuss.
He had already put in place the spots it needed to be, and he just had to touch it up next time.
But the shopping part for a barber is the scary part.
Yeah.
You know, like life's like a box of chocolates. You know, I mean, you could get. Like I said, I got destroyed my first. I was like, son of a bitch. But then he revived it. You know, he brought it back to life.
So for anyone out there who wants to, who's looking to become a barber and looking to do that as a trade, you know, any kids out there who are high schoolers who are thinking about doing something along those lines, or kids who are in college maybe, or looking into getting into barbers, into becoming a barber, like what would you suggest? Would you suggest is apprenticing really a thing within the barber trade?
Apprenticing's still a thing, yeah.
Oh, word, it is.
Yeah, at somewhere, backbone shops, you know what I mean, like the Staples, they're not going to go anywhere. So yeah, you'll see apprenticeships through the shop.
Nice.
And then there's the barber school, but there's also like I hate to say, like everything else, from working on a car to freaking cutting hair, you can figure out
on your own
on
YouTube. Right.
Hell, I've learned a lot from watching guys out of the UK cut.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like watching those ones. They're more like less bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean, cut the hype bullshit out of there. It's hair.
Right. It's hair.
Yeah. It's like, so like it's not like such a hype scene out there. It's more just like it's more of like a classic craft.
Right.
Out there. So, and there's one Israeli guy that's fantastic. He's like, hey, stop being stupid. Just do this. And I'm like, I can't be that easy. And I'm like, oh shit, it's that easy. So
he's one of the YouTube barbers.
Yeah, I love him to death.
And you learn a lot of stuff from him.
Do I know his name? Not a chance.
I'll look for him. Ray asks, how often should you get a cut?
What's your goal?
Yeah, that's a preference thing. When I asked him the exact same thing the very first time I got a cut, Ray, and he told me, you said to keep it like real tight every 2 weeks, but he said you said every 3 weeks would be kind of like the.
I mean, that's
kind of the average.
Because you're just basically, if you do it some guys do it every week and a half.
Right.
Some guys will do it every 3 months or every 2 months.
Sure.
Because if you get a decent haircut here, then when it grows out, it'll stay a decent haircut.
It'll
just
look
longer.
good still. Yeah.
It's a matter of just getting that foundation down, and then you just sky's the limit on where you can go with it. But 3 weeks to me seems to be like ideal for having that change.
and keeping it sharp.
Yeah.
Keeping it sharp, but not overdoing it.
Yeah.
You know, and still having it relaxed enough to where you're not like worried about it so much, but you're still keeping yourself sharp. So every like 21 days, then I would say like that's solid, and that's what I was doing with you at first. I remember I came in for a couple little touch-ups here and there for some things I would like an event I would have or something like that, you know what I mean, or whatever. But other than that, yeah, I think every 3 weeks for me worked out. But also I think too, it also depends on like A, what you're going for, you know, B, like how fast your hair grows,
and that too.
You know,
you got some guys that shave twice a day.
Yeah, like crazy, dude. Like,
it blows my mind. I'm like, I can shave once every like 7 to 9 days,
right,
and pull it off, I guess. But yeah, I mean, just keeping it as tight as you want, as long as you want it.
Exactly. And that like we said, you know, it's really just kind of a preference thing here. So I'm gonna tell you some things about some barbering here. Actually, I have some facts. I have 13 barbering facts that for all you guys out there, and I don't know if you know this either. All right, so number 1, the word barber comes from the Latin word barba, meaning beard. In early ages, beards signified wisdom, strength, and manhood. Number 2, a barber's razor was mentioned in the Old Testament. God instructs the prophet Ezekiel to take a sharp sword and use it as a barber's razor to shave your head and your beard.
How about that? Huh?
Trippy, dude. It's biblical. You have a biblical job. I love it. Number 3, barbering is one of the oldest professions in the world. There are tomb paintings from ancient Egypt that show a barber cutting hair, along with relics of razors nearly 6,000 years old.
And it was big in Egypt.
Word?
It was like
really
clergyman big.
No kidding.
Yeah, because they used to just everything, because the lice and the bugs and all that. So like, you know, there's all the ornate wigs.
So being able to cut, interesting. I had no idea. What a trip, dude. What a trip.
He arrived at the Cardinal, or whatever they had, you know?
Right. Number 4, it was in Greece during its golden age, 500 to 300 BC, that barbering became a highly developed art. You see, and I tell you, I have artists of all forms on here. We, on this show, The Listening Room, we celebrate artists in all their forms, and within music, film, you know, visual art, you know, culinary art, as well barber arts.
Yeah.
Number 5, in Egypt and other ancient cultures as early as 3500 BC, barbers were often priests whose main job was to keep evil spirits from possessing people. They did this by trimming, styling, and shaving off the hair through which demons like to enter the body. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Trip out here.
Through
Okay.
the hair. Huh?
I got to read that one again here because I got to let that one fully process. In Egypt and other ancient cultures as early as 3500 BC, barbers were often priests whose main job was to keep evil spirits from possessing people. And they did this by trimming, styling, and shaving off the hair through which demons liked to enter the body.
Yeah.
What a trip, dude. So if I came to you and said, I need this haircut because I need to make sure I get rid of these
demons out the door, pal. You can get
Bro.
You and your poltergeist can get the fuck on.
Well, that's
right to refuse service to anybody.
Hey,
man.
bro. Hey, the next time you run across somebody who's possessed or has a who has a poltergeist in the house, haircut time, baby. Take him to
time to go streamline.
You need to take him to the barber shop. Get him lined right up. All right. Number 6. In the Middle Ages, barbers also treated wounds and performed surgery. They created ointments and could give you a bath or crack your neck. Barbers competed with surgeons for their jobs until the 1800s, when science caught up and more complex surgeries needed expert knowledge of biology.
Yeah.
The father of modern surgery, Ambrose Pair, started his career in the medical field as a barber/surgeon.
Barber surgeon.
How about that shit? Check that out.
Have you ever seen Hateful Eight?
Of course.
Okay. When Steve Buscemi's the barber / dentist / and he's got the ointment,
Right.
he's going, he put the ointment on everybody from the horse
Right.
to the donkey to the,
Right.
and then he's like, oh, this will be good in your hair, and he's like, and he goes, hold on, he pulls out a molar on this guy. They used to do it all, man.
What a trip, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably unsanitary back in the day too.
I was gonna say there was probably some lingering infection, back then.
Come on in, Earl. Yeah.
Holy, come on in, Earl. What do you need? You need your haircut or your dick circumcised?
Bicuspid removed.
Right.
And a bald fade. I'm gonna bicuspid and that bald fade.
Holy shit, that's insane. All right, number 7. According to the Oxford Dictionary, lotium was a word. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Lotium. Lotium
sure.
was a word for stale urine used by barbers. They used it as a kind of shampoo.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
And the old West must have smelled great.
I think you should take it back to the old ways, dude, and start using lotium, and then just tell them it's lotium, and when they ask what it is,
let me get started on some lotium.
Yeah, there you go. All right, 8.
That's so gross.
It's terrible.
So gross.
8. In the early 1900s, an alternative word for barber, chirotonzer, came into use in the USA. Chirotonzer. Get
that out of here. Barber. Come on, Nick. Kyra what?
That's what I'm going to start calling you from now on.
Kyrotozer?
I need to go see the chirotonzer.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Chirotonor.
That sounds like a short term, man. That sounds terminal. Yeah.
It does. 9. Many states in the USA require a barber license in order to practice barbering professionally.
Yeah.
Is California one of those states? I would assume it would. For sure.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Okay. 10. Barber chairs in engravings from the Civil War era share many features with modern chairs, including high seating, upholstery, and a footrest. The first factory manufactured chairs date to around 1850. The first one-piece reclining barber chair with an attached footrest was patented in 1878 by the Archer Company of St. Louis.
That's pretty rad.
That's dope.
I didn't know that.
Number 11. The oldest surviving barber shop in the world is True Fit and Hill in London, established in 1805.
Oh, UK.
It now operates in 8 countries: Azerbaijan, South Korea, Canada, India, Thailand, USA, Singapore, and Malaysia, offering professional haircuts and other grooming services. That's cool as hell. All right, number 12. The symbolic barber pole evolved from bloodletting. Mm-hmm. Some say the white represents the bandages, the red the blood, and the blue the veins. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, bloodletting.
Interesting.
Go ahead and let some of that blood out. You don't need that. Hey, Earl, come get that bald fade.
What the hell?
And they're right next to each other.
I'll never look at that barber pole the same way again.
Ever.
What a trip, dude.
It's all stained.
I know. Number 13, the barber's paradox. The barber is the one who shaves all those, and those only, who do not shave themselves. The question is, does the barber shave himself? And I asked you that question earlier, and he does not.
Nope.
He does not.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's professional.
That is 13 fun facts about barbering.
Fun.
I'd like to thank my guest today, Dick Lander, for coming on the show and having a really good time with me. You guys have been completely amazing. Join me tomorrow for an amazing musical guest, Cherie. And she's an actress. She's a music producer as well, a singer-songwriter. So we look forward to having her tomorrow at 6:30 right here in the listening room, you guys. And join us Friday night again for Mike D, our musical performer on Friday night. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6:30. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And thanks again to my guest. Thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for being a part of the listening room tonight. My name is Eddie Booz. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.